back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And Valentina Shevchenko, the uncrowned queen of the flyweight division, has went from unranked to #1 contender overnight. Holy smokes, we all know Valentina Shevchenko's coming off of a more than dominant win. What's a word that can describe a fight that was more than dominant? Like, it was dominant mixed with brutal. Holy smokes, Valentina Shevchenko just put the beat down on Priscilla Cachoiera. I mean, there was a late stoppage. She was beating her down for 1.5 rounds before she actually had to get a submission off, because it didn't look like the referee was ever going to stop the fight just from her pounding on Priscilla's face. But with that being said, she got the submission, and after 2 taps, holy shit, Mario Yamasaki, after 2 taps, the referee finally stopped the fight. But after that fight, and this is one interesting thing, because both of these fighters were unranked coming into the fight, even though a lot of people have been, you know, saying that Valentina Shevchenko is the uncrowned queen of the flyweight division. She's going to be the champion. I mean, I thought she should have been ranked #1 contender as soon as they made the division. The only reason she's not the champion is because they did an Ultimate Fighter season and the winner was crowned champion. Well, now that winner is Nico Montano, as you see right above Valentina Shevchenko's name. And I got to be honest, I want to know what's going through Nico's mind a little bit, because it's like, boy, we all think we know what's coming. I mean, this fight could go the same way as Valentina versus Priscilla. Honestly, Priscilla Cachoiera had a better record than the current strawweight champion. Nico Montano won the Ultimate Fighter, I believe, at 4-2, and then she went on to win the fight, to win the belt. So I think she might be 5-2 now in her professional MMA career. But Priscilla Cachoiera, who Valentina Shevchenko just woman slaughtered, was 9-0 undefeated. So, I mean, it is what it is. Nico Montano's for sure got better boxing than Priscilla Cachoiera probably had, as I believe Nico Montano's dad, I mean, when I was watching the Ultimate Fighter finale, they said was like a famous boxer, and, you know, that's his daughter, so she's, you know, a little bit born into combat sports. But as far as mixed martial arts is concerned, Valentina Shevchenko is just on a whole nother level than pretty much anybody on the list above my head. Maybe Alexis Davis. I've been listening a little bit to Coach Shelton Harris over at CSH Combat Sports a little bit, and he's really knows a lot about WMMA and stuff. So he said Alexis Davis is a good fight for Valentina Shevchenko, maybe. But honestly, any of these chicks, I don't see any of them beating Valentina Shevchenko. But one interesting name I do want to make sure to point out is Jessica Rose Clark. She's 2-0 in the strawweight division, and after Valentina put that beating on Priscilla, she said that bloodbath got me excited. I want to fight Valentina next. Yo, that was a dope fucking response to that fight from Jessica Rose Clark, who's already got the most wins in this division. And back to Valentina Shevchenko, though, she was unranked. She beat another unranked fighter, and the performance was so dominant, she got skipped over the whole top 15. I don't know if that's how that should work, because, you know, a lot of us feel like that fight, even before it was made, was a mismatch. Valentina Shevchenko came into that fight a 10-1 favorite. I mean, so a lot of people knew how that fight might play out, and it did play out like that. And it's like you beat a chick in the fashion that everyone expected you to beat her in, and you get jumped to the top. You know, you skip the whole top 15 in the division. And I'm fine with that, because I feel like Valentina Shevchenko's the uncrowned queen. It doesn't matter who she had to fight next. If she did have to fight a top 5 opponent, she's beating them, and then she can fight Nico. But Dana White said, nah, Valentina's getting the next title shot, and I'm completely fine with that, because I think she deserves it. Valentina Shevchenko fought for the 135-pound title. She was a top contender at the 135-pound division, and her natural weight class was 125, but the UFC didn't have that available. Now that the UFC's opened this 125-pound division, she's going to her natural weight class, and she'll probably be a dominant champion for a while if she can get the belt sooner rather than later, which looks like will be the case. Valentina Shevchenko's got the potential to dominate the 125-pound division for the rest of her MMA career, and that's really not an overstatement, as Joanna Jędrzejczyk, the former queen of the 115-pound division, who's talked about going up, and a lot of people, you know, are interested in seeing Joanna versus Valentina. The thing is, that fight happened, I believe, 4 separate times already in Muay Thai, and Valentina Shevchenko won all of those fights. So give her more skills in MMA. I don't see anybody really being able to contest with Valentina Shevchenko at 125 pounds, because Amanda Nunes, who's beat Valentina twice now, is at 135 pounds. Chris Cyborg's definitely not coming down. So when you talk about the best fighters on the planet, Valentina Shevchenko, Amanda Nunes, Chris Cyborg, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Valentina Shevchenko's, none of them are going to be able to beat Valentina Shevchenko at 125 pounds. And if they can't do it, then I definitely don't see any of these women above me. Some of them come from the Ultimate Fighter finale. Jessica Rose Clark got signed and beat Beck Rawlings in her UFC debut, then went on to win another fight, her most recent fight, versus Paige Van Zandt. So I got my eye for sure on Jessica Rose Clark. She's moving up the division, but Valentina Shevchenko looks like she's going to be getting the next title shot, even over Ciara Eubanks. I don't know how to pronounce her name, Sarge Eubanks, who was supposed to fight for the title at the Ultimate Fighter finale, missed weight, and now they're saying she might not even be able to make this weight. So Valentina jumped everybody. Looking forward to that title fight when it does happen, and I do believe Valentina Shevchenko will be taking that belt, as a lot of you probably do as well. Nico Montano, whew, duck your motherfucking taco, because Valentina Shevchenko's coming for that belt. Man, it's going to be it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.